I suppose the warm-up games and all the the pre-competition games, but all that kind of goes out the window. We look at the form, we wondered who's doing well in the league, who's not doing well in the league, and then we tear that sheet of paper up, we throw it up into the wind, we let it blow away, because today is championship and today is where it's at. Can we always look back and we say from a management point of view, do you ever remember how you done in the league or not? You forget all that when you come out here today. But John, I have to say, there's no other organisation in the world that can provide a setting like this. The scenery, the pitch, the clubhouse, the facilities, and I know we give out about the LGFA, we give out about the GA, we give out, but Lord, isn't it great to be proud of it? It's something to be proud of here today with this.
Well, there's no doubt about it, and indeed a big thank you to Eastern Harps here, who have facilitated us so well for this broadcast, and indeed before we go any further, to thank West Connect as well for their help in making sure that we get up and running with today's streaming of this encounter in the Intermediate Championship between Laois and Sligo. Frank, talk to us a little bit about the conditions here today. A very swirling breeze, difficult to know who it's favouring. It seems to be changing almost half hour by half hour. When we arrived here earlier on today, it definitely seemed to be going from where we were looking at from left to right, but since then it has changed quite a lot, and almost a swirling crossfield breeze is what the teams are going to have to contend with early on.
Absolutely, John, and you know what, just before we came on air here, I was down pitch side actually, and I was just saying that it almost looked like the pitch was going straight from the scoreboard end into the car park end here, and I was thinking, that's a 4 or 5 point breeze. But now I'm looking across at the national flags and the county flags directly opposite, and it looked like the breeze is blowing directly across at us here, so it will have an impact on the game, there's no doubt about it here, and I think whichever team starts with the breeze, I haven't seen the toss taking place yet there, both teams are just going through their warm-ups down underneath us here. It's interesting to see. Laois were out maybe 5 or 6 minutes ahead of Mayo for a very high intensity warm, but Sligo took their time. Maybe they're thinking it's a warm day, we're going to take our time getting ourselves organised and getting ourselves ready, but I think the wind here, looking at the flag now, it looks like it's blown directly into the goal again. I think it was just about to pause and go to the national anthem, John.
Well, right now we're going to pause, Frank, for the start of the national anthem. So the national anthem concludes here in Father Braheny Park, the home of Easter and Hops in Sligo, and of course a game and a group which also involves 3 teams. And really, a win here today would certainly set up the sides going forward. Tyrone, the other team in this particular group, Sligo will play them away next week on Sunday, June the 5th, and then Laois will take on the Red Hand County to complete the matters in this group on Sunday, June the 12th. No doubt about it, Tyrone will be keeping a watchful eye on what's taking place here today.
Absolutely, I said Tyrone are watching carefully here, and sometimes it's an advantage for the team coming into the second round of games. They're going to see both of their rivals here in probably, I suppose people will always tip Tyrone to be the team that are going to drive on and push into the first place here. So this is an absolutely crucial game for both Laois and Sligo here today. But as you say, yeah, Tyrone, I'm sure there's a few of them around in the crowd here having a look and kind of with the notebooks out just to see. And just as the teams line up, it looks like the Sligo are going to play into the wind in the first half. So they're going down now, and Sligo are going to attack the scoreboard end off to a right here, John, in the first half of this game.
Yeah, it looks that way. That certainly Sligo will be playing from left to right in the opening half. As we mentioned, somewhat difficult day to judge the way the wind is blowing, and that will certainly take the teams maybe a period of time just to, acclimatise themselves to the conditions that they will be dealing with here. It'll be vital for Sligo coming into the game perhaps as underdogs in many people's eyes. They will be definitely hoping that they can consolidate their position early on here against the Laois team, a side which played in Division 2 of the National Football League a little bit earlier this year. So the TG4 All-Ireland Ladies Intermediate Championship about to get underway. As you can see from your pictures at home, a real picturesque backdrop to this encounter here on the Sligo-Roscommon border. Referee getting ready to throw in the ball, and away we go, and the match gets underway. Early possession won here by the O'Moore County, looking to make a good start after making the relatively long journey down here. Denise McGrath was the corner forward, gets that out there towards their midfielder. Jane Moore plays it inside here towards Aaron Fitzpatrick. She's in early, and what a start for her as she crashes the ball into the back of the net right from the throw-in. A sweeping move down the field, and Aaron Fitzpatrick was there to finish the ball off majestically. Laois have won possession again from the kick-out. It's been a whirlwind start for them. Fitzpatrick again lobs it in over the top. Here's the corner forward. Sarah Ann Fitzgerald racing onto this one. Comes back off the upright. Worrying moments for Sligo early on. Ashley Negan, their full back there, gets the ball outside her towards Lisa Casey. But Sligo really now have to try and consolidate their position here, Frank. The concession of that goal, well, a hammer blow for Sligo. Great start for Laois.
Yeah, and many times do we see that in ladies football, straight from the kick out. Laois there showed all their experience, got the ball, ran straight down the heart of the Sligo defence, and had a goal after, I suppose, maybe 18-20 seconds of the game for a really good score, and also missed a point. So we had the 2 scoring opportunities in the first minute. Really important to Sligo just get a score here now. Just
here they come with Roisin Malloy looking to try and get something moving for them. They're playing here on their home patch of the Eastern Harps grounds today. They've recycled the ball out there to Denise McGrath. Opportunity for her, gets her shot away, and that's a good response there from the Eights County. The opening point of the game coming in from Denise McGrath for them, and it was important from a Sligo perspective that they hit back immediately. Sligo a point, Laois a goal, eventful start.
Yeah, and a minute and 34 seconds gone on the clock. We've had a goal, a point, and a ball off the post already, so really entertaining start.
Yeah, it's a fantastic start indeed being made here by the two teams. Sligo now looking to try and settle into it. Sarah Cunny is one of their midfielders along with the team captain Sarah Reynolds from the Giva Club today. They'll be key players for them. Has gone out there towards Leah Duffy on the far side, advancing deep from that corner forward position, finds herself out there on the 45-metre line and transfers the ball back in field as Sligo come on the attack again. Ball played in towards the direction of the full forward line. The Laois goalkeeper there is Emer Barry, who watches that one carefully and gets her clearance away, and Laois now can move from back to front again here, leading by 2 points in the early exchanges. 2 minutes and 17 seconds played, and Aaron Fitzpatrick, who got the fantastic goal, is on the move, moving towards the Sligo 21-metre line, placed the ball outside her there. Eva Galvin is the wing forward, gets the return pass, moves the ball into the 14-metre line and beyond. Here's the full forward at the end of the move, and Emma Lawler is there to tap the ball in and between the posts. Her opening point of the game. Point for Laois, 1-1 for Laois, and a point for Sligo so far.
Yeah, really good score from Emma Lawler there. Laois were very, very patient in the build-up. We had, Aaron Fitzpatrick, after scoring the goal, coming back, collecting the ball and driving on with it. A little bit of worrying, we've had... We've had 2
and here
kick-outs.
They come again, Frank. They're winning so much possession around the middle of the field early on. It's Lawler again, who got the point a couple of moments ago, gets the fisted pass outside her. Back in it comes again here to Mo Nerney. They're really moving the ball well, Laois, but Sligo have overturned it here. Good defensive break up there from the Yates County perspective, but that ball is easily intercepted by Ellen Healy, the centre half back for the Laois team. But now they walk the ball into Sarah Ann Fitzgerald again. Possibilities once more here for Laois. Patient in the build-up as always, comes back out to him, Lawler, between the Sligo 21 and 45-metre line. Possession now recycled, comes back in here towards Anna Moore, the girl wearing number 21. The only change, incidentally, on the Laois team from the side that was announced during the week. She came in to replace Joyce Dunn in the starting 15. 2 players have collided there and have gone down injured. I think it may be the centre half forward, perhaps for Laois, that picked up the knock. Shafira Havel seems to be gone down there. One of the Sligo players getting injured in that particular passage of play as well. But it's an opportunity almost 4 minutes in, Frank, for the two teams to draw a breath here. Frantic opening start to the game. 1-1 for Laois, a point for Sligo. Give me your thoughts on what you've been watching here in the opening 4 minutes.
A chance also, I suppose, for us to catch up better, because it's just been helter-skelter stuff for the first 4 minutes. It looked like number 21 there, Anna Moore, is the player that's down there injured, but there was nothing in it there. John, a ball broke, 2 players went for it and collided against each other, but just a little bit of the worrying aspect here from Sligo. Laois are very comfortable on the ball. The other thing I'd note there, Laois, after winning the 2 kick-outs there, after we went straight down the middle there from Sligo, Laois have won them, so that's just something they're going to be concerned about a little bit as well. Also, Laois are playing a very, just for the listeners here, they're leaving their 3 players inside, and then they're pulling their half forward line all the back and breaking the pace then. So there's loads and loads, there's acres and acres of space for the Laois players to run into. That's just something that that Anthony and the management team in Sligo are going to have to figure out how to close down that space as the game goes on. I think we're just about to restart it.
About to get underway again. The referee is going to throw it in. This game, of course, live on the LGFA website. Also radio commentary going out on Ocean FM on this particular Sunday. So it's going to be Sligo once more now, who start building from the back. Ball kicked forward somewhat aimlessly, goes out over the sideline, 45 metres out or so from the goal, over to our right hand side, and it's going to be a sideline ball here for the O'Moore County as they prepare to take this one. Ball kicked there by their cornerback. Amy Potts takes the return and moves now towards the central position in the field. Pass though not the best in this instance, and it's won well back there by Katie Walsh. Anticipated the danger, gets it out there towards Aoife Harnan once more. She plays the ball inside here. Here's the midfielder Sarah Reynolds now in possession. Reynolds linking it back in there. Galvin inside once more, bringing it forward here. Opportunities now as the shot comes in from Roisin Malloy from distance, and she gets the ball in, and it's a good effort from Roisin Malloy. Goes all the way in and over the bar. The Eastern Harps player on her home ground has kicked the point. It's Sligo 2 points, Laois 1-1.
Yeah, really good score there, And actually, the breeze is making a liar out of us. It looks like after doing a complete 180 turn now in his favour in Sligo in the first half, but 2 really good scores there, and Anthony Brennan and the Sligo management will be very happy there just to get a little foothold in the game, John.
And indeed the ball has gone out over the sideline again. The wind really absolutely playing havoc now at the minute here. As you can see, it's put 1 or 2 of those early clearances out over the sideline. Sligo have it back again. They're 21 metres out here now from the Laois goal, but Laois, with plenty of defenders back, are able to break up the attack, and Aaron Fitzpatrick again has gone deep to gather that one. Good fisted pass, lobbing it forward, but again it's intercepted there by Sligo. Sarah Reynolds picking up a lot of loose ball in that particular sector of the field at the minute. Ball gone out towards Lisa Powell on the far side, and Sligo moving it now with a little bit more confidence. Down towards their forward line it goes. Picked up again by Sarah Cunny here. Moves towards the edge of the D. Gets the fisted pass away, but good full back play inside there from Aisling Dooner, the full back from the Laois ladies. Read it well and gets the clearance out quickly to Sarah Ann Fitzgerald, who gives the ball to Aaron Fitzpatrick again. 21 metres out from goal. Plays it down towards the full forward position and gathered in there by Emma Lawler, who's hit a point already. Takes the return. 21 metres out from the Sligo goal. Makes a bit of space, gets the pass away. Patient play here in the lead up for this move for Laois, and now they get it back to Aaron Fitzpatrick again. Her pass though goes inside, but is well cut out again there by the Sligo defence. Well read back there. Of course, the Sligo full back line, Michelle McNamara and Ashley Negan and Claire Dunn, all playing in there today, needing some support early on. Sligo on the defensive once more, as Laois are able to get some more possession up to the full forward line where they look dangerous, and now the shot comes in from their number 13 Bowen Ernie, but it drops short and is taken there by Leona Gahan, the Sligo goalkeeper, and Sligo once more move the ball out from defence, out towards Nicola Brennan, their centre half back. She's going to be one of the players that they'll be looking to try and get a lot going through her in the game. They get it at 45 metres out from the goal, but Laois have it back. Jane Moore running here at the Sligo cover, brings it on to the 21 metre line. Bowen Ernie is there again, and now they've transferred the ball into Rachel Williams. Here comes the wing back, gets it in her shot and sends it in and dispatches it between the posts. It's another point for the Laois team. Well taken there by the wing back. Sligo had dropped players back, but the Laois defenders that are pushed up show that they know where the posts are.
That's something that we alluded to there a couple of minutes ago, and how Laois were going to set up for the game. Number 5 and number 7. I'm particularly impressed with Ellen Healy, the Laois centre back. She's been on 3 or 4 plays, been very dominant there for the Laois centre back.
Well, it's Laois 1 goal and 2 points. It's Sligo 2 points at the moment. That's the scoreline here. Just a goal separating the teams, and the ball lobbed inside there once again. And we're going across there to collect it for Laois was the forward, but the referee has blown the whistle and has brought it back, and it's going to be a free on the 45 metre line here. Constant Laois pressure early on, but Sligo still giving a good account of themselves, and only just 3 points down at the moment. Obviously the goal, which was scored early on by Aaron Fitzpatrick, proving to be absolutely crucial. So the 45 will be kicked here by Ellen Healy from Portlaoise. Kicks the ball in again towards the full forward line. Well gathered inside here by Shafira Haverhill again. Manages to play that ball outside her. Galvin brings it forward, and now they've got the corner forward Sarah Ann Fitzgerald involved. Back once more to Shafira Haverhill, the centre half forward. Laois very much now playing the conditions here more than anything else with the way that they're using a patient build-up. Anna Healy brings it towards the edge of the Sligo D. Whistle sounds from the referee, and that's going to be a free in for the O'Moore County. We've played almost 10 minutes, 9 minutes and 43 seconds played in the opening half. Laois 1-2, Sligo 2 points. In case you've just logged on or indeed tuned into our radio commentary at Ocean FM, remember this game being streamed live as well on the LGFA website as the free comes in from Mo'Nerney. Again, she's got the distance, she's got the range, she's got the accuracy, taps it over the bar. Point for Laois. They lead 1-3 to 2 points.
Good score from Mo'Nerney there, because into a difficult enough breeze from what we can see here from the edge of the square, but really good score. The other thing there, just a point out, that's the 4th individual player just after getting their name on the score sheet for Laois, so a really good spread of players.
It's a very good spread of players. It's a very good point, Frank, and back there for Laois once more is Amy Kelly, their captain and corner back, with some housekeeping to do in her own full back line. Cuts out that latest Sligo attack, plays the ball towards Amy Potts, who was the corner back, and now Sligo, or Laois rather I should say, are moving it here with Rachel Williams, was up in the attack a couple of moments ago. Aaron Fitzpatrick has looked very, very lively, a player who was successful at third level football a little bit earlier this year, now bringing the ball forward, gets the pass away, taking the return inside is Emma Lorler, and the full forward gets her second point of the game, kicks that one through between the posts. Laois increase the lead here at this stage, and they're good value for money early on, Frank.
Yeah, absolutely there, you know, and really the second point for Emma Lawler, they're very, very patient in their build-up. Just a little bit of a cause for concern for Sligo here. They're getting the numbers back, but they're defending too deep, so they're leaving the Laois players being able to get a shot off. They probably need to have their first defensive line maybe 10 or 15 minutes forward of where they are.
The scoreboard is showing 1-3. I think it should be 1-4 to Laois. We'll have a look at that in a moment. I think Laois should have another point on that scoreboard to be 1-4 to 2 points ahead. In any case, the ball has come back here again for the Sligo team, and they've got possibilities here again with Denise McGrath getting the shot in, and that looks good, but the angle was acute and it goes out to the wrong side of the post and it goes wide.
I'm in the same parish as you there on the score there, because I make it Rachel Williams a point, Mo'Nerney a point, and Emma Lawler 2.
So that would be 1-4.
That's 1-4 and all money anyway, John.
Yeah, 1-4. Yeah, we're making it 1-4. It stays at 1-3 on the scoreboard.
Way wrong, John.
We all can't be. You just never know nowadays, though. Laois coming on the attack once more here. They've built up a little bit of a lead for themselves and have started this game in a fairly convincing fashion. Emma Lawler leading their full forward line, plays that ball outside her. If Galvin again brings the ball forward, now the shot is coming in from their midfielder Anna Healy. Another long range effort going in from Anna Healy, and it's another one that's gone in and over the bar. It's another point for Laois at this stage now, and Laois lead by 1-5 to 2 points.
Yeah, really good score from Anna Healy there. Again, it's been a trademark of the game so far, that slow methodical build up and away we go. But that's, you know, we've had I think by 6 kickouts from Sligo. We're after losing all 6 of them there to Laois, and
that's where the big problems are, and Laois are in here again. More worrying moments for Sligo. Chance of a goal this time. Goalkeeper does well, makes the save, ball rebounds back out and is fisted in and fisted over the bar. I think it might have been Sarah Ann Fitzgerald who was heavily involved there. In fairness to the goalkeeper for Sligo, Leona Gahan, she made a save as well. Ball rebounded out and Laois were able to take the point. In any case, they lead by 1-6 to 2 points, and they're beginning now to put some daylight between themselves and Sligo, who are struggling terribly on their own kickouts. It's something that we'll bring Frank back in on in a moment. Adam Moore, the number 21. Here's Aaron Fitzpatrick again, a chance of another one, and she sends it in and between the posts. 1-1 for her, and Laois lead at this stage by 1-7 to 2 points, and really the Sligo kickout is under serious pressure.
Yeah, we're getting killed, you know. Sligo are getting killed on the kick out there, and it looks like it's just the one single kick out is just straight down the middle. Laois have read it or win it, and that's given them then a platform to launch some really good attacks from. Sligo need a score here badly just to keep in contact there, because this game could drift very quickly, John.
Well, they've done well to get this one away to Leah Duffy, who came back deep to win the ball. Duffy, good intelligent use of it now as Sligo come on somewhat of a sporadic movement up the field, and Katie Walsh is the player who has it. She can make things happen. Edge of the D, moving inside, looks as if she was being fouled. She was. The Laois players getting back, fouling her there. Well, it was good movement initially there from Leah Duffy, the own Rua girl, one of the girls who was very successful at club level in Sligo in recent times, who came back to won that ball, played it into Katie Walsh, direct running from her, and she did well to win the free.
And therein lies the way back, John. You know, look, we got to be getting Katie Walsh into the game. We got to be getting around the ball, and she will make things happen then, just like there, you know. And Laois know that, so they're going to they're not going to let her run straight through, so they're going to pull her down. So we've a free here about I suppose 25 metres out, right in front of the goal. Katie's going to take it herself off the right pagan. I think she'll kick this one over, John. I think I'll nearly mark it down now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lovely free taker.
It's one that you really would be hoping that she can get, and Katie Walsh Excellent footballer indeed for Sligo. For many seasons now, studies the post down to the goal to our right hand side as we watch on from the main balcony here of Eastern Harps. She puts plenty of height in that one, plenty of distance in it, and the umpire is coming out and is going for the white flag, and she's got her opening point of the game, and that now leaves the scoreline Sligo 3 points, Laois 1 goal and 7. Laois goalkeeper Emer Barry quickly gets her kick out away, lands 45 metres out from the goal, but there was a foul committed there on Roisin Malloy, the Eastern Harps player, and she wins the free, but it's a somewhat aimless one in towards the Sligo full forward line, and Laois are able to overturn possession, and they come on the break here once again. We're 15 minutes into the opening half. In case you've just joined us, it's 1-7 for Laois. It's 3 points for Sligo. Here come Laois again on the attack, and Jane Moore has set another dangerous one in there. Well read by the goalkeeper, however. Leona Gahan came out well to intercept that. Sligo working the ball out to Sarah Cunny, the midfielder from Tourlestrane, and now it goes all the way back inside there towards the direction of their fullback Ashley Deegan. Switches it over towards the far side. They quickly move it from defence to attack as Katie Walsh again chases after the ball, has it 21 metres out from the Laois goal, looks around to see what options are available, gets the pass out to Roisin Malloy. They've brought the ball into a scoreable position here, but Roisin Malloy somewhat rushed the shot, and it goes out to the right of the post, and it goes out wide. Almost 16 minutes gone, Frank, here, and the scoreline remains 1 goal and 7-3.
Yeah, and you know, there we just said 2 minutes ago, let's get Katie Walsh into the game. She'll make things happen now. She gave a good pass to Roisin Malloy. Roisin had a little bit more time. She could have steadied herself and tapped that one over the bar, you know, but that is the way back for Sligo into this game. You know, they need to break out fast and be more patient.
Scoreline here at the moment is 1 goal and 7-3 points in favour of Laois. We'd like to welcome back our listeners from Ocean FM, and a big thank you as always to West Connect for their help in establishing today's broadcast live from Father Breheny Park here, the home of Easter and Harps. Sligo now playing from left to right in the opening half a day. That's really difficult to say what way the wind is blowing, but a Sligo who are on the attack at the moment. The ball goes out over the sideline right down under our commentary position, carefully been watched there by Rachel Williams, the wing back for the Laois girls, and that's going to be a sideline ball for Laois just on their own 45 metre line. It'll be a few metres inside. Referee allowing the advantage there for the player to bring it forward, and now Laois quickly move it again, and Havel has it just outside the Sligo 45 metre line, running here at the Sligo rear guard, goes into the tackle from Sarah Reynolds, ball rebounds back out, and it comes here again down to the Laois midfielder Anna Healy, who has scored a point already in the game, moving now from left to right, gone in there again towards Aaron Fitzpatrick, who has been excellent throughout. Now Galvin brings it forward, the wing forward into the corner forward it goes. Sarah Ann Fitzgerald tries to make that little bit of space for herself, back out to Fitzpatrick. She plays it to an unmarked player who's inside there. It's their number 21 Anna Moore. Anna Moore shot half blocked down. The umpire racing across there to gather the ball and signals that it's going to be a 45 for the Laois team. Frank, for the benefit of our radio listeners who have just joined us here on Ocean FM, the conditions somewhat tricky here today. A breeze that's difficult to really gauge what way it's favouring, what way it's blowing and which team it's favouring. Absolutely,
John, and you know, I said when the listeners have listened to us in our preamble where we were saying it's blowing very strongly from the scoreboard end into the car park end, they were thinking, you know, that Laois will have it, but it's actually done a complete 180 degree and it seems to be favouring Sligo at the moment. Then it could be a crossfield ball, but look, a really good game here just for the listeners listening in. Laois came out to a really good start, got a goal and a point. Sligo came back with a score and they're slowly finding their way back into the game now.
18 minutes played here in the opening half. Just a reminder of the score, 1 goal and 7-3 points. Laois in the ascendancy as Sligo lobbed the ball down towards the Laois full back line, but again Laois are able to break that up and come away with it. Jane Moore is their midfielder, fists the ball forward, got good distance in that fisted pass. Again she's looking inside there for Anna Moore. Now it's quickly transferred down to the full forward line. More defending here for Sligo to do. Secondary possession recycled again here by the girls from the O'Moore County, and it comes back out to Emma Lawler. Lovely intelligent pass of the full forward. She's played it in here to Havel, the centre half forward, moving in, and for the second time in the game Laois have hit the upright down at that end of the field. 2 opportunities for them that they failed to take. It's come back out to Lawler. The full forward is 21 metres out from the Sligo goal, gives the ball to Fitzpatrick, runs into the tackle, gets it back in the second time of asking, and Aaron Fitzpatrick gets her shot away and does really well to salvage something from it. Scores a point, 1 goal and 2 I make it for her so far, and it's Laois who lead by 1-8-3.
Yeah, 1-2 there. You know, Sligo are going to have to tighten up on Aaron Fitzpatrick, and also what they're going to need to do though, they need to get touch tight with their Laois players all the time. Their 2 wing backs, number 5 and number 7, Rachel Williams, and number 21 actually Anna Moore, who's playing wing back for Laois, are bombing on all the time, John, creating that overlap, and that's worrying.
Yeah, and here they come again, and Rachel Williams has been a constant attacking threat from wing back. She's 21 metres out from the goal. She gets her shot in. It just about has enough to get inside the post, has it? It has. It's in and over the bar. And another point there for Rachel Williams, her second of the match. She's been bombing forward from that wing back position, making herself difficult to stop. Now it's 1 goal and 9 to 3 points. And our coverage today being brought to you by West Connect as well. A big thank you indeed to them for their help in assisting us in setting up this broadcast.
Yeah, 9 points in it now with 20 minutes gone in the first half. Sligo just need to keep scoring, keep the scoreboard taking over to keep in this game, but Laois are looking very, very polished around the attack.
And they've played another one in over the top. Laois, they're in here for a goal this time, and it's been finished into the corner of the net. And once again, it's their corner forward, Moore Nerdy, who was in there and took the goal really well. It was the quick classic ball in over the top of the defence, and Moore Nerdy slotted it low and hard into the net. 2-9 to 3 points, and you really feel that Laois are very much in the ascendancy now, Frank.
Yeah, gorgeous finish from the corner forward too. Done exactly what we all asked. Clear corner forwards, put it low on the carpet to the corner for a really good finish.
Yeah, it was a textbook finish, no doubt about that. Sligo now really with it all to do. Sarah Cunny brings the ball forward, but again the pass fails to find the intended target there, and once more Laois are able to break up that Sligo attack and move the ball quickly from defence to attack themselves. They've been dangerous on the counter-attack. Anna Healy, their midfielder, has come relatively deep to get that one. Now she finds herself within 45 metres out from the goal, sprays it over towards the far side, towards Emma Lawler. Good battle between herself and Aisling Egan taking place there right throughout the match so far. Ball very close to the sideline on the far side. Sarah Ann Fitzgerald keeps it in play. Laois attacking all the time here. Certainly looking good in this opening encounter. A team that reached the Division 2 League semi-finals, lost their Leinster provincial title this year, but they mean business now, and they've got the ball into Galvin again as she was coming forward. Eva Galvin, the whistle sounds from the referee, and it's going to be another free in for the girls of the O'Moore County, and once more they have a chance to stretch out the lead here as Emma Lawler, their full forward, gets ready to kick this down to the car park end for those of you that are familiar with Father Breheny Park here. Laois playing from right to left in the opening half. Conditions, apart from the breeze, very summer-like, and the ball has been kicked in, and has been kicked in and been kicked over the bar by Emma Lawler again. Another score for her, and that now makes it 2 goals and 10 to 3 points.
Yeah, 2 from play and one free there for Emma Lawler as well. Sligo are just losing their shape a little bit now. They just need to catch their breath here. It's Anthony Brennan can't wait for half time to come just to get his troops into the dressing room and just reassess on where they're going here.
It's going to be crucial for them maybe to get the half-time team talk in, but Laois will want to very much kill off the game now. They're definitely enjoying a period of dominance. Here's Emma Lawler again, dropping this one short, and Leona Gahan, the Sligo goalkeeper, gets it out to Aisling Egan. Now they've got to try and move something out of defence here, Sligo. Really the midfield battle in the main has been won by the visitors, and that's causing Sligo a lot of problems, struggling for periods of time as well from their own kick-out, and really they've got a lot to address here, and they've conceded another free as well. And it's going to be a free in here for Laois. It's going to be kicked quickly by Erin Fitzpatrick. Now she takes the return 21 metres out, much more central angle, and she nails another one in and sends it between the posts, and another one in and over the bar for her. She is absolutely in majestic form here so far. 1-3.
Yeah, do you know it's very interesting from Laois actually? They've had 3 scores from frees and all 3 different free takers, it was a great sign of talent and depth, John, of being able to kick a ball over the bar.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, with the way she was so clever to walk that one in, not going directly from the free, but taking the return, bringing it into a much more central venue as well for her. Stopwatch telling us here we've played almost 24 minutes in the opening half. It's been a long half in the main for Sligo, but here they come again with Roisin Malloy now. Breaks by the 45-metre line at speed up to the edge of the D. Just as she was about to pull the trigger, a tackle came in, so she has to recycle the ball out. Sligo have made a change as well. Number 22 has come in there for them. Lauren Normandy is the player who has got in, and Denise McGrath, the corner forward, is the player who has got off. Normandy looking to try and make an immediate impact, but Laois break it up as, of course, 3 minors elevated to the senior ranks from Sligo from that team that won the Connacht Minor B Championship a few weeks ago on the Bank Holiday Monday at the very start of May. They managed to win that title against Roscommon in a very entertaining game, which will go all the way into extra time at the Connacht GA Centre of Excellence. Now there's possibilities here once more for Sligo Sligo, but well cut out and intercepted by Rachel Williams. A real presence in both the defence and attack for Laois in this game so far. Sligo now have it moved up to the 45-metre line, looking to make some headway there. Again was Leah Duffy, just finding it difficult to get through. Strong, imposing power of Aaron Fitzpatrick goes back there to cut it out, but Sligo have managed to regain possession. They got to try and get the quality ball into Katie Walsh. Has it this time, takes on her marker, lines it up onto the right boot, shoots some distance again. That's a well executed score, and Katie Walsh, her second point of the game. Well, she's a constant threat up in the full forward line. The pity is, from a Sligo perspective, they're just not getting enough football up there.
Yeah, Aisling Danaher tried to play her from the front there and just mishandled it. And when you look at, you give Katie them kind of chances 40 metres out with a little bit of a breeze behind her. She had time to steady herself, but you know, the lovely thing I loved about that from Katie, she realised she had time to steady herself and pick her spot and kick it over the bar for a really good score.
Excellent score indeed from her, and again it's going to be Laois who are coming on the attack. Tyrone, as we mentioned, the other team in this group, will be getting into action themselves. They survived in the Division 2 of the league with a victory against Clare on the final day in the relegation playoff, and now it's an opportunity here for Emma Lawler. Look at her dancing her way through there, needs the support, has it eventually arriving, but Sligo just had enough of time to get bodies back to cut out that attack. It was looking menacing there that there could have been another goal. Remember, 2 teams will qualify from this group for the All-Ireland quarter-finals. Anthony Brennan, the Sligo manager, though, just like his counterpart Donny Brennan from Laois, having to plan without some players for this championship campaign. And right now Laois again with some defending with Aisling Dooner having a good battle with Katie Walsh. She's the Laois full back. That ball has gone across there to the far side to Anna Moore. Lobs another one down in again here, but going back there to gather was Lisa Powell for Sligo. They have the ball right in their own half of the field and playing from left to right here in the opening half. And here's Michelle McNamara, the corner back, getting the licence to come forward here. And Katie Walsh has gone deep now, well outside her own 45-metre line. Probably been starved a little bit of possession. When she does get ball inside, she certainly can get scores. And now there's a quick one played in there towards Leah Duffy, the sole Sligo attacker, 20 metres out from goal, but she loses out. And really it's a case of maybe, well, robbing Peter to
and you know, that's
ball there, wasn't
incredibly frustrating there for Anthony Brendan. And look, that's the second or third time we're just after seeing a ball kicked away. Possession is so hard won out there. You know, we need to hold on to the ball. You can't be kicking it away like that.
From Laois, Frank, this is some move here that they've just managed to get the ball up the field. Could be in here for another goal. They're 21 metres out from the goal, and the shot eventually kicked in by the centre half forward Shafira Havel, and she launches it in between the posts. It's another point for her. It now makes it 2 goals and 12 for Laois, 4 points for Sligo. But the speed of ball through the hands and that movement was absolutely a joy to watch from a Laois perspective. Very difficult to defend against.
Yeah, occasionally Laois are trying to go with a long ball. Now it did work with the over the top for the goal, but otherwise when they're putting the ball through their hands, they really are troubling Sligo. That's a 7th individual score. 5 of the 6 forwards after scoring from play now for Laois. That's
Katie
really
Walsh has got hit round the back here. She's 21 metres out from goal. She judged that ball a little bit better than our marker, but in credit to Aisling Dooner, she got back and managed to get the block in. Eventually the whistle sounds of the referee, and as the ball did break loose, it's going to be a free in for Sligo. Good work inside there from the Sligo girls, and Leah Duffy in particular, who literally speaking put her body on the line, picked up a little bit of a knock from there. It's 2 goals and 12 for Laois, 4 points for Sligo, in case you've just joined us on the radio commentary. And the free is coming in here for Sligo's Katie Walsh, the girl from Turlestran. 2 points already to her credit. Moving a little bit out from the full forward position. This is her range, and she was always going to score that, and succeeds in doing so. Another point for Katie Walsh. That now makes it Sligo 5, Laois 2 goals and 12. So Sligo 5 points, Laois 2 goals and 12. And we've played just over 28 minutes here in the opening half, Frank. Game almost even at this stage, very much Laois in the ascendancy. It will take something special, you feel, from Sligo to get back into this one. Yeah,
Laois are moving really, really well, you know. Then something we spoke about in the preamble, John, was what will Tyrone, but Tyrone are going to learn an awful lot here, because Laois are actually showing their whole game plan out here, so the Tyrone people can go away and have a think about how they're going to counteract this running game.
Well, here they come again. Aaron Fitzpatrick moving the ball inside to the corner forward. Sarah Ann Fitzgerald, whose shot flashed across the face of the goal, eventually went out wide. But I'll tell you something, Aaron Fitzpatrick is a player that you'd enjoy watching.
Absolutely. She's, you know, you took the words of it. I'd love to see her GPS stats when this is all over and done, because she's absolutely covering every inch of the pitch out there. Attack, defend. As I said, we were just talking before that attack there, John, you know, it's a simple enough game plan that we're watching here from Laois. You know, they're running the ball through the hands all the time, again, as they're on the attack here.
Yeah, and they've walked the ball down again to a very advantageous position. And once more, it's the corner forward, Moore Nerney, who's on the end of the move. And she dispatches it in and over the bar. Third point for her in the game so far. And at this stage now, Laois going from strength to strength. 2 goals and 13 points to 5 points. And really, their build-up play has been absolutely majestic.
Absolutely excellent, yeah. Absolutely excellent. As I said, they're leaving all that space in front of their full forward line. They're running into it then. But also, in fairness, the movement of their full forward line in there, Moore Nerney and Lawrence here and Fitzgerald, they're staying inside the 20-metre line, moving left and right, giving their runners options all the time, John.
Yeah, really making life difficult for the Sligo defence. Sligo on the counter-attack again. That's a good ball going in there towards Aoife Harron. Just can't get to it. The goalkeeper had come out and is happy to see the ball go past everybody and out over the line and wide. But for once, you just felt maybe there was a possibility there. Just didn't last too long, Frank.
Yeah, it was a great ball into Aoife Harron there, and you know there was only millimetres in it actually. You know, she threw out her leg. If she was one-on-one with the goalie, she could have took it around the goalie. Goalie had committed to come out. Just really unlucky there for Aoife Harron.
Well, I make it we're 30 minutes into the opening half at this stage, so we're probably into time added on. What the referee is going to add on at the end of the game. Kevin Corcoran from Mayo, the match official here today, and once more it's going to be Laois who come on the attack, and coming storming forward is Jane Moore. Plays it out to Eva Galvin, and she's got another goal. Ball kicked into the top corner of the net. Good finish from her. No chance there for the goalkeeper on that occasion. 3-13 Laois, 5 points Sligo.
Yeah, there's just a huge gap there that you drive. You know, you drive a horse and a cart and everything down the middle of it. It's like a defence just there at the moment. We need, that Nicola Brendan's just going to have to plant her feet there and stay there and stop that running game coming down the middle. Is the referee is stopping here for substitution.
There's so many options for them. Sligo beginning to make a few positional switches as well.
Aoife Harron has gone off there, John, and
yeah, I think so. And that's one of the switches that they're making. Their number 10 been called ashore. It's interesting as well, they're redeploying Lauren Normandy probably back into a more defensive role. They've got to try and get bodies back here now at this stage to try and do something on it. Rachel O'Brien, I think, is the player who has just been brought in from Sligo. Indeed she is, and she's on the ball at the moment. Rachel O'Brien, lovely delivery, brilliant pass. Here's a chance for Leo Duffy. Goalkeeper makes the save while it was hit more or less straight at her, and Emer Barry stood up and was big and made a fine save. Good build-up play from Sligo there. Just a pity that Leo Duffy just didn't get the finish away.
Absolutely, I was just about to say it was a stroke of genius from Anthony Duffy bringing on Rachel O'Brien there. Very first ball she played, an absolutely inch perfect pass in. Just a pity Leah hit it straight at the goalie. Goalie saved it well.
Yeah, goalkeeper did well, but Leah Duffy will be disappointed about the finish. She know herself she's certainly capable of scoring those chances on any given day. Now Laois again coming on the counter attack with Emma Lawler. Here's the full forward, sets it up, a dangerous ball in from Fitzpatrick, going in close to the goal again, and it's been deflected out by a Sligo defender at the expense of a 45. The linesman immediately going in to signal where it's going to be kicked from. Laois with a healthy advantage, 3-13 for Laois, 5 points for Sligo, and once more now there's going to be a free coming in here from the 45 and an opportunity for Laois to continue this constant bombardment that they have on the Sligo goal in the opening half. They go short with it, goes back out here to Ellen Healy, now gives it to the girl who kicked the 45, Mo Nerney, but the referee with that blows the half-time whistle, and almost an inevitable feel about this one. Even at half-time the referee blows the whistle, Frank. 3 goals and 13 points for Laois, 5 points for Sligo. It's been a dominant display by the team in Division 2 thus far.
Absolutely, we're seeing a really complete performance from Laois out there today. They've set out their stall straight away, leaving the space and bringing back their half-forward line, running into the space. It's very, very difficult for Sligo out there now at the moment, because it's the runners are coming from all angles, John. It's just a wave after wave after wave. But also I have to just say that Emma's Lawler's movement at full forward there, she's only a small slip of a girl, but her movement around, she's creating space, she's coming on the peel and on the overlap and giving a little pop pass to her runners. Very good performance, as I say, for the Tyrone people watching. It's a predictable enough game plan though, that's what I would say. Only thing that's going to maybe we're seeing Laois trying to play the over the top ball just to vary it up a little bit, but it's going to be it's a long way back for Sligo here now, John.
Sligo with it all to do, no doubt about it, Frank. Half time here, Laois in the ascendancy. It's Laois 3 goals and 13 points, Sligo 5 points. We'll have second half coverage coming up very shortly. And you're very welcome back to Father Breheny Park here for the start of the second half. We're underway and Laois already on the attack, and an early attack indeed for their full forward coming inside. Oh, what a start! It's Emma Lawler. What a goal from her. Well, they scored a goal early right at the start of the opening half, and Emma Lawler has got another one here right from the throw-in. 4 goals and 13 points to 5 points. And really, Frank, if there was ever any doubt, that's probably put it to bed now.
Well, that could be good night. God bless. And close the door behind you right now, John, there's no doubt about it. Beautiful finish though from Emma Lawler, you know, got inside and just buried it low to the bottom corner. In fairness to Leonie Gahan there for the couple of goals, there's nothing she could have done about any of them.
Yeah, you really would feel sorry for the goalkeeper at the other end. Sligo immediately looking to make a response here. Katie Walsh was inside the Sligo full forward, being fouled, and that's going to be a free in. Well, she is having a word with the umpire, saying, well, surely it was fouled inside the square. Yeah. Maybe there would be a claim there for a penalty.
Yeah, I think that's what she was certainly saying, and to me it looked very close to her. Then, on the other hand, then Aisling Danaher, like every full back who gives away a free, saying it wasn't me at all, ref, there was no free in that, but Katie taps this over for a score for Sligo.
Yeah, indeed she does. Katie takes the point in the end. Well, maybe goal might have been on her mind, but she's quite happy to take the score. Leading scorer for them so far today. Had 3 frees converted for her and 1 from play as well. So she's got that score, and that reduces the deficit ever so slightly, 4-13 to 6 points. But no doubt about it, it's a mountain to climb here for Sligo right at the start of the second half. And here come Laois again. Great movement once more from Jane Moore, playing the ball inside there, but well cut out by Ashley Negan. It's a difficult day to be operating at the centre of the Sligo defence, and in fairness to her, Frank, she's battling away there courageously at this stage.
Absolutely, but the other thing there as well, there's something we talked about in the first half with that area space. Now obviously Anthony's after telling his half back line now, Anthony Brennan is after telling Lisa Powell, Nicola Brennan, Lisa Casey, just mark that space, mark the space rather than mark your player. And
here comes Sligo, and here's an opportunity again. Maguire trying to play that one outside her, and again Laois are able to, well, very much get to grips with the danger of the attack very early on and cut it out and move the ball forward very quickly again. Into open space it comes here. Well gathered by Sarah Ann Fitzgerald. 45 metres out from the goal. Kicks it down there again towards Moa Nerney. They're moving the ball here with a lot of pace and a lot of movement. Moa Nerney into the move. Takes her score. Dispatches the ball in and between the posts. And another point for Laois. And the girls from the O'Moore County now move up to 4-14 on the scoreboard. 6 points for Sligo.
Yeah, that's 2-8 for the Laois full forward line as well, John, there between the three of them. That's really good return. No matter who you're playing, that's a great return.
It is, and there's so many of these players now will be laying down very strong claims for places. A big game for them coming up against Tyrone. That's going to be one that's be a lot of interest in. Remember Roisin Malloy, of course, a soccer player as well, with Athlone Town and the Sligo ranks, so they'll be hoping that, well, they can, maybe Sligo might yet get something later in the championship, but it's going to be a tough ask for them. Of course, the game against Tyrone, and there's always that fear as well, when the hopes of promotion or the hopes of progression goes, then you're unfortunately fighting a relegation battle for the remainder of the season, a territory that nobody really wants to get into when it comes to the intermediate championship. Aaron Fitzpatrick again bringing the ball forward there. Sarah Ann Fitzgerald getting it outside her. Once more, you can just see the way that Sligo, as Frank alluded to in the commentary here in the second half, the way they've moved players back, the way they're setting up defensively. But Jane Moore gets the pass into Healy. She's trying to work her way through there under some pressure. 21 metres out from goal, 14 metres out from goal. Persistence paid off in the end, and she takes her score, and it's now Laois 4-15, Sligo 6 points. And really, there's a strong running physical game there in these Laois girls that Sligo are struggling to cope with that physicality.
I've been very impressed with Ellen Healy right from the get-go. She's winning kick-outs, she's covering the ground. But I tell you what I like about her as a centre-back, John, and we always look for this in our centre-backs. When do you hold them and when do you show them? So she knows when to sit back and defend, but also if she sees a chance, she's like that straight line run and get her score there. Really, really complete footballer there.
Yeah, took her score really well. An excellent point indeed from her. So that certainly makes it, well, interesting to say the least going forward for the remainder of the match now at this stage. Over 4 minutes played at the start of the second half, and very much now at this stage Ella Maguire has gone off and Michaela Gaffney has come in there as well for Sligo. Another change that has been made by the management of the team from the 8th County, playing at home today, but at the moment playing at a second fiddle as Eva Galvin again brings the ball forward, the wing forward into Emma Lawler. Lawler trying to get something inside again for Laois. Whistle sounds from the referee. They've overcarried it this time, and it's going to be a free out for Sligo that they take quickly, and they get down there towards Sarah Reynolds. Sligo very much now playing for pride here, even at this stage in the second half. Laois winning so many individual battles all over the field that they have got so much superiority. Ellen Healy again plays the ball outside her. Once more, it's Laois who come on the attack, and again they walk the ball down there towards the direction of Sarah Ann Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald again working that ball forward and looking to try and carve out any openings that really come her ways, and the ball dropping inside dangerously close to the post, but it's just got out to the lift of the post and it's got out wide. And well, behind the scenes maybe it's a good job that you can't see what's happening, because there's a gust of wind after coming in, and it's after landing Frank's Brown's programme, maybe well, down I'd say close to boil at this stage.
It's on the train in Ballymode at the moment on the way to Dublin, John. It's after gone, and all my glorious notes and all gone with us, so we're going to have to make it up as we go along from here on.
All the homework, it's a new excuse. It's not that the dog ate your homework, it's that the wind blew it away. But we'll forgive you in this instance. We're here and we've got plenty of eyewitnesses to see what has happened as well. But still, working conditions absolutely brilliant here, and a big thank you indeed to all at the Eastern Harps Club for making us feel so welcome here today for this encounter, and of course to Westlink as well for helping us on the technical setup for this streaming broadcast today. Back with the action once more. It's Sligo now on the attack on the far side. Lauren Normandy again in possession, looks around, gets her pass. Good vision inside there as she linked up with Nicola Brennan, who was coming forward, but again the referee's whistle has sounded, and yet again it's going to be another free. I think 2 hops maybe on it in that instance, and it's going to be another free. I didn't see a lot in that, John, did you? I didn't see a lot going on over there, but it looked like maybe the linesperson called it more than anything else. Seems to be. Well, the referee in any case has given them the free, and once more it's going to be Laois who have the opportunity now to get another attack moving for them here. In again towards Galvin. Scored one magnificent goal, the third goal for them in the match so far. And then the fourth goal coming right at the start of the second half, really killing off the Sligo challenge if it was ever going to materialise. 6 points to 4-15. The scoreboard reads at the minute here in favour of Laois, who've played over 6 minutes in the second half. Again, it's an opportunity here now for Roisin Malloy to come forward, taking on the Laois cover, moving towards the edge of the D. Great pacey player, skillful footballer, gets her pass outside her, has the support play from Katie Walsh, gets it in here to Normandy, moving forward. Now can Sligo finish with something here? Shot goes in, but the goalkeeper is equal to the challenge. Well, Sligo have created, you could say, 2 half-decent chances of goals themselves in this half, but maybe the level of finishing compared to that of Laois is probably maybe Division 2 to Division 3 as well.
Absolutely, John. I think you hit the nail on the head there. You know, Aisling Donoghue is down now, and this will be a worry. This will be a worry for Laois, but you know, Katie Walsh got on the ball there, done what a good full forward and drew in 3 or 4 defenders and threw the pass out to Lauren normally, but Lauren she half fumbled the ball there. Goalie made a decent save as well to kind of snuff out that chance.
Yeah, well, this was the Sligo team that played in the National League along with Down and Roscommon and Louth. They finished third in that particular group, and the Sligo results were they lost to Roscommon 3-12 to 2-9. They lost to them later in the championship as well, in the Connacht Championship, drew it down 3-6 to 3-6, and indeed drew against the Wee County as well, 1-10 apiece, and those draws was enough to keep them in Division 3. A Laois team, though, operating in Division 2A of the National League, as we mentioned earlier, went all the way to the semi-final, finished second behind Kerry in their group, and obviously the experience in Division 2 showing here today. And here they come forward again. Galvin again has really made headway. There's the shot coming in from their full forward in Lawler. Goalkeeper saves it, rebound comes back out, and Aaron Fitzpatrick's shot has been deflected out at the expense of a 45. But you can really see the direct running style of play that Laois have adopted here. Difficult for Sligo to live with that. That's been one of the reoccurring factors of this game right throughout from the start right up to the current moment.
Yeah, and Donny Brennan as well, the Laois managers also realise as well that if you're going to move on in this championship into quarterfinals, semi-finals and all other finals, you need to be scoring goals. So obviously he's saying to his players out here, look, we have this game, let's work on trying scoring goals now for the bigger challenges that are going to lie ahead. Yeah,
some big challenges coming up, none more so than the game against Tyrone. That's going to be immediately on their horizon after this particular match. But right now it's going to be Sligo who get some attacking play going again. Roisin Malloy deciding to take on that running game. Laois finding it difficult to stop her. She was fouled. Maybe the referee could have given advantage there, perhaps.
Yeah, I thought he had his hand up all right, but she had beaten the defender on the outside and she was making a run for it. In fairness to her, though, Roisin Malloy is one of the players, the Sligo players, really taking the fight to Laois today.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Very much ploughing a lonely furrow there. Here's another one of the Sligo subs who has come on and gets her shot away, and the umpires having a good look at it. Now, what are they going to give at the end of all of that? There seems to be, in the end, they're giving it wide. An interesting one there. Michaela Gaffney was the player who had the shot away. We had to wait an eternity for a decision. Was it the right one?
Yeah, John, I was just looking down there. Michaela Gaffney turned straight away. Normally when a player do that, they're fairly confident it's gone over the bar. And also the umpire that I thought was in a better position actually way for the point, and the umpire who was underneath the post way for a wide, but it didn't go up on the scoreboard. That's all that matters in the end.
It mightn't make a whole lot of difference towards the end result, but at the same time, Michaela Gaffney would have loved to have got that championship point. At the same time, Laois coming forward. No trouble for them getting scores. Here's Galvin. They're in again here, and they've got another one, and she really is a constant turn in their side today. Fine point from her again, and she has landed another one over the bar, and it makes the scoreline now 4 goals and 15 points for Laois, 6 points for Sligo now at this stage.
And good score off the left foot there as well now, Eva Galvin, but we're just Laois are carving that defence open all the time. There always seems to be a spare pair of hands, a spare runner coming on the shoulder to take it every single time.
Yeah, it's a really difficult afternoon for Sligo now, but in fairness to the girls from the Yates County, they're continuing to attack and making some openings. Here they are again in the full forward line. Gaffney had that chance just a couple of moments ago. What can they do this time? The ball has come back out here to their corner forward, Leah Duffy, and fair play to Leah Duffy. She slots it in. The girl from Owen Rua gets her point. Good to see the forward line. They're not dying down. They've brought in 1 or 2 subs, and they're still trying to trouble that Laois defence. Sligo 6 points, Laois 4-15.
Yeah, Michaela Gaffney, since she came on there, she's getting on two balls. She had a controversial wide there and played a lovely pass back there to Leah Duffy to get a good score.
Yeah, good score indeed from her. Good kick out taken in that instant as well by Eber Barry, the goalkeeper, making sure that Laois have won possession down along this near side of the field, and they quickly play it up to their own to the Sligo 45-metre line. Coming out there was Mo Nerney, great footballer. Again, it's in there towards Galvin again, making a lot of those runs right throughout the course of the game, taking the return 21 metres out from goal, slots it down towards this near side of the field. Here's Anna Moore now moving with real purpose, real menace, getting the pass back out to Havel, the centre half forward, but her shot just goes the wrong side and wide.
Yeah, Anna Moore just fell into the old trap there, just her left, she turned back onto her left but didn't have a left leg to kick it, so got a little bit confused. She was almost in range there, to punch the ball over the bar because she was inside the big square. Yeah,
inside, and could have maybe elected to fist it, but it remains 4-15 to 6 points at this stage now, and once more there's going to be an opportunity here for Sligo to build from the back. Coming forward here again for them is Roisin Malloy, getting through a hell of a lot of work out there. Pass played towards Rachel O'Brien, one of the subs in from St. Farnans. Here's the midfielder Sarah Reynolds. Here's Normandy again playing that pass outside her. Possibilities once more there for Michaela Gaffney. This time the shot is blocked down. She's making a difference there. Some of the subs are really, I suppose, adopting a little bit more of a different McCare attitude. Maybe going more forward.
Yeah, and going out and having a cut at it there, in fairness to him there, because that's the third ball, third play. Some of the forwards in the first half didn't even get on 3 balls in the whole half. Michaela Gaffney's been on in 12 minutes of play. She's after getting 3 possessions.
Yeah, definitely something for the management team to think about as they go forward. But Emma Lawler very much here leading this tour de force from Laois at the moment. But again, the umpires signal that one has gone out to the left of the post and it's gone out wide. 13 minutes played here now in the opening in the second half, and the scoreline remains 4-15 to 6 points, Frank.
Yeah, it's just all one-way traffic at the moment. Now, we have to give credit to the Sligo girls too, though. They're trying hard, they're trying as hard as they possibly can, they're keeping going here, but I suppose how much of that, Laois are keeping their foot down here. Laois are in a lovely position moving into the last game.
This could be Katie Walsh's opportunity. She's got hit round the back here. Katie Walsh moving inside, tackled at the edge of the square. Laois players now converge on her, and once again it's Laois who come away with the ball, and another opportunity, another half opportunity perhaps of a Sligo goal comes and goes without being taken. And there's a possibility for Laois to hit again on the counter attack. They've got the ball down here again towards Eva Gavin. That's a lovely ball played inside towards Lawler, back out to Nerney, and that is a brilliant finish from her. The quick ball in, the forward winning it, the primary possession recycled, and Mo Nerney with another point, and that now makes the scoreline 4-16 to 6 points. And Sligo's day is getting more difficult.
Yeah, it looks so easy there, Mo Nerney, but that's the sign of a good team though, John. They're taking their chances, they're making it look easy, just as as I was alluding to, Laois are in a lovely position now. They're going to have a win under their belt. They're going to have a couple of weeks rest before they take on Tyrone in a winner takes all, and get a chance to have a look at Tyrone as well. So it's all kind of just, sometimes maybe the Ducks are lining up just for Laois in this little group, which would have been kind of a very difficult group, people would have said.
Yeah, they're trying to put the memories behind them of that league semi-final defeat against Armagh, 7-18 to 1-9 in the Division 2 final. Armagh went on to lose the league final against Kerry by a single goal, 1-12 to 12 points, but Laois keen to get back there. Of course, Kerry beat Laois 4-17 to 1-9 in the league. A good victory for the girls of the Amore County against Tipperary, 2-8 to 2-6, and Laois beat Clare 2-12 to 2-7 as well during the little National Football League in that Division 2A campaign. Now, once more, it's going to be Sligo here. Very much as we mentioned, with so much work to do, but sticking to the task in there is Aisling Negan, their full back, and again the ball comes back out here for the Sligo girls as they move along the far side of the field. We mentioned the subs really making a little bit of a difference, and that's gone in there towards Michaela Gaffney again. Plays the ball outside her to Lauren Normandy, making the little bit of space for herself. Back out to Roisin Malloy. Malloy plays it here to the midfielder and captain Sarah Reynolds, onto her right boot, gets her shot away, but unfortunately it goes the wrong side of the post and it goes wide.
Oslo, it's just the game is after juicing, I suppose, with 15 and a half minutes gone. Shape, the game naturally, John, the game is after losing a little bit of shape here. It's almost taken on the feel of a challenge match here. You know, Anthony Brendan's probably using this now to get a little bit of time into some of his younger players and get some of his subs on, and the Laois players are all pushing for the starting 15 against Tyrone.
Yeah, that's very much a good way of describing what's happening here at the minute. Here's Havel coming forward to Lawler, another chance and another goal. And again, Emma Lawler and the two players at the centre of the attack, they are linking up well together, and Lawler dispatching the ball in past the goalkeeper, 5-16 to 6 points. And you know, sometimes you wonder, and we've still got a quarter of the game to go, the real benefits to either team now at this stage.
Yeah, as you say, I think, you know, John, it's going to be another tough task for Sligo against Tyrone, and then you're down into the situation then where you're looking at relegation in junior football and all that kind of thing. So it's a tough couple of weeks ahead for Sligo now.
Yeah, it sure is. The next training session is going to be significant and very important indeed for them, how they pick themselves up after this. Aisling Negan, a full back, making sure that she keeps everything going back there. A difficult afternoon for her and her colleagues in that defensive unit for Sligo, but they really have hit a Laois team here today, an experienced Laois team. Lots of rumours about players unavailable during the week, but it seems that the formation that they have put out here are very much intent on making progress in the Intermediate Championship, and this win, you would think, will be enough for them to, or maybe already, consolidate their place in the quarter-finals of the competition. Still a long way to go in the Intermediate Championship this year, and Sligo will be hoping for a bounce and an improvement as it goes on. That's well read and anticipated by Aisling Donaher, the Laois full-back, getting the licence to come forward. Sligo players picking up knocks as well. It's an introduction to senior football for one or two of their players. One down injured at the moment. We'll come back to that in a moment or two. But again, it's Laois who show no mercy and continue on at the attack. Anna Healy again. 21, 14 metres out from goal. Still Anna Healy gets her pass to Galvin, who in turn plays it to Havel. And that diagonal ball going in there, Normandy going back, but Aaron Fitzpatrick is there again, who shoots a little bit wildly this time, and it goes out to the wrong side of the post, and it goes out wide. Well, we had a count on the wides, we had a count of the individual score that each player was getting, but unfortunately the wind has decided to take that particular stat away.
So, yeah, absolutely. He's in Ballymode on the way to Dublin at the moment to get on the train. As a Sligo player there got an injury there. As Aisling Donner was coming out, she just burst past her, and it said just going to be a little bit of a hyperextension on the elbow or something like that, but she's getting a bit of the magic spray anyway and getting ready to get up off the ground. But I've been very impressed with Laois, John, but we have to add that to the government health warning of just, where
they're bringing
Sligo
off Anna Healy and
they're
bringing off Havel, their centre half forward and their midfielder at this stage now, so you can really see that they're just resting bodies already, making sure that they'll be in the best possible condition for when they get down the road a little bit further. And of course that meeting that's going to be coming up with Tyrone, and there's another shot going in there. It might have been one of the subs, was it Claire Conlon who was at the end of that move and slots another one in and over the bar. The bodies, the personnel may be changing, but the game structure is very much staying the same. 5-17 to 6 points.
That was a really good score though. You know, a sub that came on there and she was kind of saying, okay, I'm going to have to drive this over the bar because I want to put my claim for a starting position against Tyrone. And really good score, John. Yeah,
that's what it's all about now at this stage. They just want to nail down a starting place on the team going forward for the for the remainder of the competition. Once more, there's going to be another opportunity there for Laois again to begin as many players as they possibly can on a day like this. And once again, the ball has gone right across there towards the far side. Laois with a number of subs in there now at this stage, very much fighting away for positions. Claire Conlon just being one of them, and plays the ball outside her here towards the midfielder, Jane Moore. Now they've played it into Emma Lawler. She's very much the focal point of the attack all the time, and she's kicked this one out to the left of the post, and she's kicked it out wide.
Yeah, the Wilds are racking up for Laois there, you know, and Donny Brennan will be a little bit upset about that, kind of saying, look, guys, we need to keep our foot down. Just, I suppose we're being a little bit pedantic, but I'm just told the scoreboard is wrong. There should be 5-18 to 7. The scoreboard here is on 5-17 to 6.
5-17 to 6, 5-18 to 7. We make it, it should be. Well, it just shows that a lot of scores, maybe one score just going on the.
We always insist on getting it right, John, me and you, don't we?
No, I'm telling you, got the opportunity here for Laois. That's a dangerous one dropping in there. Kicked inside by Moore Nerney again, and the goalkeeper once more. It was a terrible ball for a goalkeeper to deal with because it was floating around and moving in the wind.
Absolutely, it was moving left, it was moving right in the swirling breeze. But, you know, in fairness, people say Leonie Gahan there, you know, 5 goals, but then she could do absolutely nothing about him. She'd be solid enough. But what worries me from the goalkeeper, it must be very frustrating. There doesn't seem to be any kick-out plan for Sligo. Just get the ball, kick it as far down the middle as we can, and hope for the best on it.
Yeah, they just need maybe to devise a couple of strategies going forward. Here come Laois again. Plenty of strategies for them. Claire Conlon again, the player who scored a little bit earlier, has kicked that one out to the right of the post, and it's gone out wide. And another chance comes and goes a begging. And the substitutions continue to be drafted in here. It really is an opportunity, I suppose, for both sides to, well, try out players now at this stage and just see who is going to give them some food for thought. Laois are bringing off Ellen Healy as well. Their centre half back. They're changing the entire spine of the team right down throughout the centre. It just shows maybe the dominance that they have here when they're in that fortunate position to be able to do that. It's good game management though. It's
absolutely.
Good
and Donny is probably obviously as well thinking in the back of his head, okay, look, we have this one, there's 10 minutes to go. We don't want to pick up a stupid injury here. We need all our key players ready for the next day, and that's obviously what's going through his head as well, John.
Here comes Roisin Malloy for Sligo. Brings play up towards the 21-metre line, the Laois 14-metre line now. Still Roisin Malloy. Great run forward from her, but the referee says she's overcarried it. And sometimes when it's not your day, it's not your day. And that's going to be another free out for Laois. And their goalkeeper again preparing to kick it, Emer Barry. Bright sunshine here. Wonderful picturesque setting. And it looks as if it's going to be a journey well worth the making for Laois. They will be returning with 2 points safely secured from this opening round encounter in the Intermediate Championship. The Provincial Championships now been wound down right across the country, and attention very much focusing to the TG4 All-Ireland Ladies Championship now at this stage. Sideline ball coming up here for Sligo. It's going to be kicked there by Claire Dunn. Does well to get it away quickly before the emerging Moa Nerney could intercept there. Sligo continue to hold on to it. Katie Walsh moving again now, operating in a deep position for Sligo. Gets the pass back to Sarah Reynolds, all the time just outside the 45-metre line. Still Sarah Reynolds moving forward into Normandy once more. Laura Normandy looking to engineer something here for Sligo. Gaffney again moving the ball forward, gets the pass outside, just didn't come off in that instance, and she throws her hands up in the air with the sheer frustration on it. Busy player, enterprising player inside there.
Yeah, made a difference coming out. I was just thinking there, John, as you were speaking there, probably that to me the only 2 players that probably would get onto the Laois team would be Roisin Malloy, who'd put in a huge shift.
Oh, look at this, another opportunity here. Again, it's Fitzpatrick through, and once more she provides the finish. Well, clinical finishing. Another green flag raised, another quick movement of ball right through the hands, and there was Aaron Fitzpatrick to slot the ball into the net. Another goal for Laois. 6 goals and 17 points to 6 points. It makes it now
6-18 to 7.
6-18 is it? 6-18 to 7. 6-18 to 7 the scoreline reading at the moment, and very much at this stage now it's certainly all to play for, and I think you can almost see Frank Brown's programme still blowing around out there. Sligo have some more defending to do, and Laois have lobbed in another one, and another one that's gone in and gone over the bar, and it really is turning into a rout now at this stage.
It's an absolute rout at this stage, all right. Yeah, just I was making that point just before the Laois goal. Probably Roisin Malloy and probably Michaela Gaffney are the only 2 players you say probably broke even or made some kind of impact here, you know, that might get onto the Laois 15.
Yeah,
but otherwise a dominant display, John.
Yeah, it's a lethal display indeed from them. Ball gone out over the sideline there. It's going to be yet again some even more defending here for the girls from Sligo to face. Again, it's gone in towards Moa Nerney. Born early, linking up with another one of the subs in, Aoife Curran, and she moves inside. Dangerous effort again, getting the opportunity, getting her shot away, and she too is on the score sheet. And that's another point that's gone in between the posts. And really now at this stage, it is turning into such one-way traffic here. Laois moving up, what is it, 6:20 now on the scoreboard?
6:20, I make it there. That's 6 3s are 18 and 20. That's 38 points to 7 is what I make it, John. So, comprehensive is about the only word we can use.
Comprehensive indeed. You know. Again, the kick out taken there, and once more the ball comes down here into an area where teams can challenge for it. With 23 minutes played here in the second half, almost 24 minutes now at this stage, and unfortunately the big match favourites coming in very much have nailed down their credentials as a team to watch for the remainder of the championship. Leah Duffy, however, can trouble them here. 21 metres out from goal, moving towards the 14-metre line. Great run, great finish, lovely point. Well done, Leah Duffy.
Good score,
great
Leah
score.
Duffy. Absolutely good score, Leah Duffy. She's tried again, another forward, and just minimal possession has been working really hard in there. That was a really good score.
Well, an excellent point indeed from her. The kick out once again being taken there by Emer Barry, the Laois goalkeeper. Laois now with so many changes made, but still keeping their shape going inside. Aoife Curran, one of the players that they have brought in. That ball has gone down again here towards their forward line, and again it's won by Moore Nerney. Again, she's going to run at the Sligo cover, gets to the edge of the D, goes down inside the D and is fouled, and it's going to be a free in and an opportunity here immediately for them to hit back and cancel out that score. And again, the free taker is going to be Moore Nerney for them. Well, the scoreboard here on the ground is telling us 6:19 to 7. We make it 6:20 to 8, and that free goes in. And another one been dispatched in and between the posts, and that will now bring them up here, Laois that is, to 6 goals and 21.
6 goals and 21, that's what we make it, all right, John. And look at a really good display. I'd be very impressed with Laois. Now, as I say, we have to take that with the with the government health warning of just where Sligo are at the moment, but their running's been very good. Their 6 forwards are all well able to score, John. Good understanding, good movement, good kick out plan. You know, they're gonna trouble throwing.
No doubt about it. In the Intermediate Championship, of course, Championship won last year by Westmeath, so they'll be hoping to keep it in Leinster. The Championship successes there. Now, once more, Sligo looking to make a little bit of a finish here on this one, but that ball going in, the shot coming in from Tara Breheny, just out there to the left of the post and wide. So the goalkeeper again going back together at Emer Barry. Almost 26 minutes played now at this stage, and again the goalkeeper bringing it out. And interesting, I suppose, if you compare and contrast the two formations for the kickouts today.
Absolutely. You know, Laois have a very definite fan. They're pulling in and they're all breaking out to the side, you know, and they're winning. I think they've won the majority of their kickouts. Well, really, I suppose for Leonie Gahan in the Sligo goal, it was basically just kick the ball as long as I can, as far away as I can, and hope for the best on it. Aoife
Harna are in chasing after us, and Aoife Gavin, I should say. Again, they've walked the ball back out to Moore Nerney in push at the back there, and Emma Lorland, the full forward, spotted by the referee. Clearly spotted, and that's going to be another free in. And I suppose there has to be a bit of frustration creeping into Sligo's game at this stage as well. 6 goals and
last time we saw a push in the back like that was Seamus Darby, I think, in 1982.
And he got away with it.
Yeah.
Famously.
And changed the course of history.
Big time. And in comes the free, and that's kicked in, and that's kicked over the bar again by Emma Lorler. Again, I suppose they've kept some of the players on there on that forward line with all the changes that they made to make sure that the scoreboard just keeps ticking over.
Yeah, Donny there, you know, Donny Brennan's well managed his way throughout this game, John. You know, he took off his key players. Then you don't know, maybe Ellen Healy when he took off, maybe she was carrying a little bit of knock. You just don't know, but he's kept his key players on there, as you say. That there's absolutely no way back from Sligo right from the beginning of the second half. You know, that goal at the beginning of the second half just kind of closed down the shop, John, didn't it?
Absolutely. 6 goals, a good return. The movement, the build-up play for the goals were very, very eye-catching as well. That's going to be a free for the Sligo girls there. Roisin Malloy inevitably fouled again. Leah Duffy is the player who is chasing after this one, close to the sideline and the in-line. Duffy again cuts away, makes the space available for herself, and gets the pass back out there once more. And now there's going to be more opportunities here for Michaela Gaffney to run at the cover. Gets her pass outside to Sarah Reynolds. Reynolds, who has kept the show going in the middle of the field despite being under so much pressure there. Ball kicked across here. Sligo looking for consolation scores. Brennan has pushed up, but again it's going to be Laois who emerge with possession. So many of these Laois players now hungry, looking to make a real claim for a starting place. Like Kennellan, who has come in, has looked very, very impressive indeed. That will show that Laois have probably options here going forward. Alana Moore, wearing 21, but started the game. continues to battle away out there, and once more the whistle sounds here from the official, and again it's going to be yet another free in for the girls from the O'Moore County. They've got such a substantial lead built up at this stage, and to the final minute and a half we go now, and again there's the opportunity for Laois to add on to what has been already a hugely impressive scoreline. That's kicked off the right boot, in it goes, over it goes, another point. 6 goals now.
Emma Law is a good full forward chance. She's going to take watching. Yeah. Emma Law, we had a tally on her scores there before it blew away, but I make it probably, Emma Law is probably on about 3-7, 3-8, maybe even 3-9 at the stage of the game.
No
very good full forward.
Yeah, it's been a very, very impressive display indeed for them. So we're ticking down now into the final minute at this stage, and really Sligo, I presume, for their supporters and indeed for a lot of the viewers maybe with backing Sligo back in the underdog at this stage will be very much hoping that it's going to be a matter of the final whistle sounding sooner rather than later. Once more defending for the Sligo team to do again. They're bringing the ball out there with Claire Dunn. Claire Dunn linking it inside. Some of the subs, as we've mentioned there, Rachel O'Brien, one of them in from the St Mary's Club. Back there again is Katie Walsh, and the referee is sealing off and bang on the 30-minute mark, blows the full-time whistle. So a victory in the end for Laois. Just to confirm the scoreline, 6 goals and 23 points to Sligo's 8 points. Really, I suppose it's an emphatic, it's a comfortable victory for them.
Comfortable victory. Laois will just go away and say, okay, we came up, we got our job done, we had a long spin up the country, we had a comprehensive win. Nobody picked up an injury from what we can see. 2 5s, 1 5s, their forward scored heavily. What more could we do here? Sligo have a lot of soul searching to do now though, John. We have to be honest, we have to call a spade here. They have a lot of soul searching, as you say. The first training session back now Tuesday night or Wednesday night, whenever it is, because Tyrone are going to be good. And they're going to take it, you're facing down the barrel of that gun then as well. So you need then also to keep your troop together. Otherwise you could be looking down the barrel of a junior championship next year. And we all know, John, if you drop from senior to intermediate or intermediate junior, it's very hard to get back up again, So that's what I think that Sligo are going to be. But
that's
Laois are very good, very polished, John.
Yeah, that's the challenges that lie ahead for the two respective teams. Convincing win for Laois. They've won this game. Laois 6 goals and 22 points. Sligo 7 points. A big thank you as always to Frank Brown and co-commentary, to James Conlon on camera, and indeed to our producer and director Rory O'Brien. From myself, John Lynch, and all of us here and to West Connect for their help on the broadcast today, and indeed to the Eastern Harps GAA Club. Thank you all indeed. Thank you for watching at home. Until we speak again, bye bye for now.